Let's begin. But first, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Sky High Stories. The house breathes, but barely. Morning light spills into the kitchen. Maya pours tea into 2 cups. Same routine, same hope. 1 cup stays untouched. Arjun sits across from her, reading the newspaper like a ritual carved into stone. No anger, no words, just distance. Maya tries. Your tea's getting cold. Arjun folds the paper, stands, and walks away. The silence screams louder than shouting ever could. 18 years, not a raised voice, not a touch. The clock ticks like it's counting her sins. Their bedroom looks like a museum of a marriage that once existed. Everything is preserved. Nothing is used. 2 pillows rest on opposite sides of the bed, like strangers forced to share space. One side is perfectly smooth, untouched, the fabric never creased by sleep. Maya stands near the door while Arjun buttons his shirt in front of the mirror. She watches his reflection, memorizing movements she already knows by heart, the way his fingers move with practiced ease, the way he avoids her eyes, not deliberately, just instinctively now. She clears her throat. Nothing. She opens her mouth to speak, then closes it again. Words feel dangerous. Words once destroyed everything. Arjun finishes dressing, picks up his watch, checks the time. Not once does he acknowledge her presence. When he walks past her, she instinctively steps back, giving him space. She learned long ago not to crowd him, not to ask, not to hope. The door closes. Maya sits on the edge of the bed, her side of the bed, the only side that matters anymore. She presses her hand against the cold sheets beside her. 18 years, and the space still feels accusing. People say anger is poison. They're wrong. Anger burns, screams, breaks things, and then it fades. She opens the drawer beside her bed and pulls out an old photo album. The pages smell faintly of dust and time. She flips through smiling faces, vacations, anniversaries, lazy mornings when love felt effortless. Arjun's arm around her waist, his lips against her temple, her laughter frozen in glossy paper. Silence doesn't fade, it settles. It freezes moments and traps you inside them. She closes the album. Some marriages end with betrayal. Hers ended with restraint. And restraint, she's learned, can be the cruelest form of punishment. Rain fell hard that night, relentless, like it was trying to wash something away. The hotel hallway smelled of cheap carpet and regret. Maya walked fast, heels clicking too loudly, heart pounding in her ears. She didn't look back. Inside the room, Karan stood near the window, watching the rain slide down the glass. He said her name softly, like it meant something permanent. She shook her head. I have to go. He reached for her arm. She pulled away, not out of strength, out of fear. Fear of what staying would mean, fear of what leaving already meant. The drive home felt endless. Every red light accused her, every street light exposed her. By the time she reached the house, her stomach twisted with something worse than guilt. The lights were on. Arjun sat on the sofa, hands folded, posture calm, waiting. Not pacing, not shouting, waiting. Her heart dropped. You're up late. He looked at her shoes first, wet, then her face. Where were you? She lied, poorly. With a friend. Arjun stood, walked toward her slowly, deliberately, like every step was measured. Did you love him? The question wasn't angry, it was surgical. Her eyes filled, she nodded once. Silence expanded between them, thick and suffocating. I was going to tell you. When? She had no answer. Arjun turned away. I won't scream. I won't hit you. I won't even leave. Hope flickered painfully. Then he finished the sentence. But I will never touch you again. In that moment, Maya understood. This wasn't rage. This was final. Time moved forward, but nothing healed. Days stacked on top of each other like bricks, sealing them into a quiet tomb. Maya learned the rhythm of living beside a man who refused to feel. Birthdays passed with polite words and no candles. Anniversaries came and went like ordinary dates on a calendar. Holidays were observed, never celebrated. At night, Maya lay awake, listening to Arjun's breathing from the far edge of the bed. Sometimes she reached out instinctively, her fingers hovering inches from his back before she stopped herself. She never crossed the line. She never tested the promise. Arjun kept his distance with terrifying discipline. He didn't punish her with cruelty. He punished her with consistency. Maya dressed up sometimes, hoping, stupidly, that he'd notice. He always did. He just never reacted. That indifference cut deeper than rejection. She cried in the shower, where sound couldn't escape. She apologized silently every day. She punished herself because he never needed to. Friends thought they were stable, strong, survivors. They didn't see the space between their hands at dinner. They didn't feel the cold in shared rooms. They didn't hear the silence scream. Maya wondered often if anger would have been easier, if shouting, fighting, even divorce might have freed them both. But Arjun chose truth over peace, and truth, when left untouched, becomes unbearable. Dinner that night tasted like nothing. Maya pushed food around her plate while Arjun ate methodically. The clink of cutlery echoed too loudly. She couldn't carry it anymore. Do you ever think about it? Arjun didn't pause. Every day. The honesty stunned her. Then why stay? He finally looked at her, really looked. His eyes were tired, not cruel. Because leaving would have been mercy. The words landed heavy. Staying meant living with the truth. Yours and mine. Maya swallowed hard. Do you hate me? He shook his head slowly. Hate requires energy. I chose something quieter. Something colder. Maya realized then that forgiveness had never been on the table. He hadn't been waiting. He'd been enduring. And endurance, she understood, was his revenge. Late that night, Maya found Arjun standing by the window, staring into darkness. I punished myself, too. He didn't turn. I lost you the night I chose him, and I've been paying for it every day since. A long pause. You didn't lose me. He finally faced her. You killed the part of me that could forgive. No accusation, just truth. Maya nodded, tears falling silently. There was nothing left to argue, nothing left to defend. Some wounds don't bleed. They calcify. Time passed, but nothing changed. 18 years of routine. 18 years of absence. Maya learned the sound of his footsteps, the rhythm of doors opening and closing, the pattern of dishes in the sink, every movement precise, every gesture deliberate. She stopped reaching for him. She stopped hoping he would reach for her. She dressed without expectation, spoke without warmth in return. Birthdays came and went with polite smiles. Anniversaries passed with quiet dinners. Holidays observed without celebration. Friends admired them. They called them strong, committed, resilient. But no one felt the distance. No one knew the cold of shared space. No one heard the silence scream. Maya sometimes wondered if anger would have been easier, if shouting, fighting, even leaving might have freed them both. But Arjun chose consistency over chaos. And consistency, untouched by love, became unbearable. Maya slept peacefully at home. Arjun sat beside her, watching her breathe. I loved you once, without fear. He left the room. The empty side of the bed remained untouched. Time moved forward. But some wounds stay frozen forever.